Hello everyone, my name is Tucker Rowe, and today I will be presenting you with my research project on managing relationships. My managing relationships research question is, how can coaches become better active listeners? My Chapter 19 recap covers the two main focal points I thought were important. First is your interpersonal skills that guide all relationships, that is, knowing yourself and trusting others, communicating effectively, accepting and supporting others, and resolving conflict. Second is your special relationships as a coach. That is your fellow coaches, your assistants. Those are obviously the people you work with on a daily basis. Your administrators, your higher-ups that help you make tough decisions. The officials you work with on game days, you have to have a special relationship with them. And then the people that are behind the scenes, the parents, the driving force behind all great programs. What is active listening and why is it so important? Active listening is the art of providing your undivided attention to a speaker, understanding their message, then responding/reacting to what has been said. Active listening requires a shift in a mindset from a task-focused approach to a person-focused approach. That looks like providing empathy and compassion, being emotionally aware of the situation, and flexible in your coaching methods. As a coach, we must be at our best to provide our best. That means meditating or practicing mindfulness. Find a hobby, journaling, something that makes you better for those around you. Why is it important? It makes people valuable. Active listening creates an understanding between individuals in a team, and it gives you a better opportunity to provide feedback and coach others. The Center of Creative Leadership provided us with these 6 active listening skills that all great listeners have. They are paying attention, withholding judgment, reflection, clarification, summarization, and sharing. The picture provided above gives us a great analogy and deeper understanding of what active listening truly looks like. A great active listener listens to understand they are a sponge. Those who lack the skills in good active listening are a brick, and they are just constantly looking to respond. Let's quickly assess our active listening skills. Do you ever tell people not to feel the way they do? Zone out when the speaker has a negative attitude? Dislike it when someone disagrees or questions your ideas or actions? Talk significantly more than the other person talks? Or have a hard time concentrating on what's being said, especially when the person speaking is complaining, rambling on, or gossiping? Well, if that is you or you answered yes, then you are not alone. Here are just a few ways to improve your active listening skills. Limit your distractions and interruptions. Adopt a listening stance. Notice nonverbal cues and facial expressions. Encourage the other person to offer ideas and solutions before giving your own. Cultivate curiosity. Be comfortable with silence. Recognize your own bias. And clear yourself before coaching. A quick quote I wanted to leave you all from C.S. Lewis is, "Humility is not thinking less of yourself, but thinking of yourself less." Think about that. Confrontational conversations can be unavoidable at times, but here are a few tips and tricks on how to approach them. First and foremost, be curious and neutral. This helps the other party know that it is just an understanding. It's not them personally. Listen intently. You're aiming to understand them and where they're coming from, and that the conversation shouldn't just be one-sided. Communicate your feelings and what you want from the conversation. The goal is to get on the same page, as they just may be unaware of their actions. Speak honestly, do not beat around the bush with them, and use I statements instead of you. This helps them not feel singled out and cornered. Lastly, propose an agreement. Remember that all conversations will not end perfectly, and that disagreement can lead to more proactive discussions in the future. I quickly wanted just to add into this presentation another great visual that you can refer back to, and it covers a lot of what we talked about throughout this presentation. To wrap up this research presentation, here are the 3 discussion questions I am posing to you all. 1. What were some strategies that coaches you have worked or played for use when talking about active listening, and were they effective or ineffective? 2. How do you confront someone with poor active listening skills? And lastly, what aspects of the presentation did you particularly find insightful and why? Here are my references, and I thank you all for listening.